Kyle Richards defends getting an alleged animal abuser's face. RHOBH star Kyle Richards is defending getting in an alleged animal abuser's face. She had previously been in an altercation which was captured by paparazzi. Now she is diving deeper into what happened on that day. Keep reading for more details. Kyle Richards defends getting in alleged animal abuser's face. For many years, RHOBH fans were tired of Kyle Richards just getting run over by her co-stars, especially regarding Lisa Vanderpump. LVP had a very conditional relationship with Kyle, and that irked fans, yet they also loved watching their adventures. Eventually, Kyle stood up for what was right, and in season 14, she came out in full force. She was teased for having a bulging vein in her forehead when she snapped back at Dorit Kemsley. Viewers could not believe that was the same Kyle that they had seen for years flipping out on her former best friend. Then she got into an altercation with someone on the street, and her followers were very confused. Allegedly, there was a lot that cameras did not capture when she confronted the woman. Kyle claimed that she saw the lady dragging her dog across the street, therefore, she was triggered. On Monday, April 28th, Kyle opened up about that fateful day when she was caught in the act of aggression. She had confronted a woman, and that did not work out well, leading to a near fistfight. The lady in question was not happy about Kyle coming for her and made that clear. The RHOBH noted that when she saw the lady being cruel to her pup, she crossed over to tell her she needed to stop. This was a detail cameras failed to capture, so it just looked like she was being combative. It was also suggested that Kyle Richards put her good friend, Teddi Mellencamp, in front of her. However, Kyle is disputing this, stating that it was not the case whatsoever. RHOBH Kyle and her dogs. The one thing that RHOBH fans know is that Kyle Richards loves her furry friends. She has amassed a decent amount of pups, and they have been a presence on the hit Bravo reality series. Fans have loved watching her with her animals, so it makes sense that she would want to stop any cruelty that she saw. When the dog confrontation first occurred, followers were not thrilled with Kyle. It was not so much that she got into a confrontation, but more that she was with Teddi Mellencamp, who's battling cancer. Kyle backing up behind Teddi like she's not already going through enough. Teddi got enough going on, F Kyle doing? Kyle always hiding behind someone back she should have stepped. Kyle can barely control her dogs, so I don't know who Tef she thinks she is. Of course, some RHOBH fans were really proud of Kyle Richards for doing what was right. Then again, others thought she should have been hit by the lady she confronted. It was supposed to be a glamorous, star-studded Beverly Hills brunch, linen napkins, cucumber water, and that subtle waft of Dior perfume in the spring air. But instead, it turned into a high-drama confrontation that left guests stunned and social media ablaze. At the center of it all, reality TV icon and animal rights advocate Kyle Richards, unapologetically staring down an alleged animal abuser in what witnesses called a righteous fury wrapped in Chanel. According to multiple eyewitnesses, Kyle, 55, didn't just raise her voice, she raised the bar for standing up for voiceless creatures everywhere. I saw red, not designer red, but justice red. The incident occurred at a charity event in Bel Air, where Kyle was scheduled to speak on behalf of her foundation, Hearts for Paws, but as she mingled with guests and posed for selfies, her smile reportedly faltered when she recognized a man she had only previously seen in disturbing viral footage. A man accused of animal neglect after neighbors leaked footage showing multiple underfed dogs in squalid conditions on his property. "I'm not here to be polite when animals are suffering," Kyle later said during a passionate Instagram live. "This wasn't about Real Housewives drama. This was real life." Sources close to Richard said she'd been monitoring the man's case quietly for weeks. When she saw him smirking at the event, she approached him directly. Kyle didn't scream. She didn't cause a scene. But her energy, it was like a lioness in stilettos, said one attendee. She just stood there, looked him dead in the eye, and said, "You're not welcome here." And honestly, it gave me chills. Reality star turned real-life advocate. Kyle Richards has long been known for her glamorous lifestyle and her high-profile feuds on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. In recent years, she's taken a public turn toward advocacy, particularly in animal welfare. Her Instagram is filled with photos of rescued dogs, wildlife conservation reposts, and tearful tributes to shelter pets. She's even rumored to be considering launching her own pet rescue network. "When people see me in a ball gown holding a chihuahua, they think it's for show," she said in a recent interview. "But animals have saved me more times than I've saved them." So when footage surfaced earlier this year of a man in Malibu allegedly starving dogs behind a locked gate, Kyle reposted the video to her 4.2 million followers, calling it monstrous and demanding justice. That man, while not yet convicted, has reportedly faced citations and a pending investigation, and his presence at a charity event for animal causes felt to many like an insult. Not everyone applauded. While Kyle's fans hailed her as a hero in heels, others accused her of overstepping, claiming she confronted someone without due process. Gossip blogs lit up with headlines: "Kyle goes rogue, housewife or hero?" and even "barking mad." The backlash didn't faze her. "Am I supposed to wait until someone's found guilty to be disgusted by cruelty?" Kyle fired back. "If we did that, we'd never act. We'd never raise awareness. And those poor animals can't wait for court dates. They need us now." On X, formerly Twitter, hashtags like #TeamKyle and #JusticeForDogs began trending as celebrities chimed in. Lisa Vanderpump, herself a longtime animal rights activist, tweeted a cryptic but supportive note: "There are some things worth speaking out for. Always." Meanwhile, animal rights organizations like PETA and the ASPCA released statements applauding Kyle's boldness. "We need more public figures who are willing to speak truth to cruelty," one press release read. What really happened at the event? Accounts vary. Some say Kyle pointed a perfectly manicured finger in the man's direction and asked him to leave. Others say she merely stood near him, locking eyes in a moment more intense than a Real Housewives reunion. The man in question left soon after, looking rattled but silent. "There was no need to call security. She was the security," quipped another guest, still buzzing from the confrontation. Kyle, ever media savvy, has leaned into the moment, even posting a carousel of rescue dog photos captioned, "I'd rather be known as someone who got in a cruel person's face than someone who looked away. I'm not perfect, but I'm not quiet either." In the days since, Kyle has been vocal about her refusal to back down. "People think defending animals is about being sweet and hugging puppies," she said in a later interview. "Sometimes it's about being loud, about being inconvenient, about showing up at brunches and refusing to smile when monsters wear suits." She added, "If you're more upset about me confronting someone than the fact that animals were left to starve, then maybe you should check your values." The alleged abuser, whose name has not been released due to ongoing investigations, has not responded to requests for comment. But sources close to the case say that attention from public figures like Kyle may be accelerating legal proceedings. A new era for Kyle? This isn't the first time Kyle's fiery passion has made headlines, but it might be the first time critics and fans alike agree. She's not just a housewife, she's a force. Rumors are now swirling that Kyle may be considering a docuseries about animal rescue efforts, with one insider revealing she's already met with producers. Think Dog Whisperer meets Erin Brockovich. Whether that project materializes or not, one thing is clear: Kyle Richards is no longer just a star of reality TV. She's a woman willing to risk her reputation to stand up for the powerless. And as for that dramatic brunch, "I'd do it again in a heartbeat," Kyle said without missing a beat. "Only next time, I might bring a leash."